What's good, Wave Gang? It's your boy, AP Waves. And in this video, we're going to come at you with another list. And in this list, we're going to be doing my top 5 most underrated champions in the current meta. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and then come over and add me in game. AP_waves. I'm adding everybody until my friends list gets filled up. So I'll mention that in every couple of videos until I get the max of 50. So yeah, just sub up and let's rock. So let's get straight into it. I like the idea of doing lists, right? But I don't want to just do the same, like, top 5 champions of each class, which those are cool and everything, but they've been done over and over. So I kind of want to put my own little spin on these new lists. I did the top 5 for all 5 variants, and now I'm going to do the top 5 underrated. So, I couldn't, I'm not going to lie to you, I couldn't get it down to just 5. So, at number 5, I'm going to have a tie, okay? Because I didn't want to leave these 6 champions that I have in here, I didn't want to leave off the list. I wanted to get every single one of them in, okay? So, starting off at number 5 is going to be 2. It's going to be that boy, Silver Surfer, okay? You guys know he's my favorite champion in game. His phasing, his armor. Listen, if I tell you, take the name away from it, right? If I tell you a champion has a phasing ability, armor break, and access to buffs controlled, right? A controlled way to access your buffs. No luck involved at all. It's just controlled. I'll also tell you they have a shock immunity, an incinerate immunity, and a cold snap immunity. But those count as buffs, okay? You would think it's a good champion, right? Granted, Silver Surfer's damage isn't the greatest, but once you get his SIG ability, like, people say Silver Surfer doesn't need to be awakened, but his SIG ability adds so much to his buff potency, and it makes him, when you get those, you get those double furies, it's gonna make you hit way harder, and you got the energy damage on top of it, so you're not getting the big yellow numbers, but you're getting those red numbers. You know what I mean? And that adds up. By no means am I saying Silver Surfer is the hardest hitting champion in the game, but his utility, okay, especially if you don't run suicides, his utility, he's almost like a Swiss Army knife. His name is Silver Surfer though, and people were expecting so much damage. They were probably expecting the next Ghost or Corvus. So people look at him like he's not as good as he normally is. The damage output is not crazy, but it's not terrible. If you put this man in the hands of a skilled player, great. But also at number 5 with the tie, I couldn't bump either one of these off the list, is Luke Cage. Luke Cage is such a slept-on champion in this day and age. He has fatigue. He has access to debuffs. He has this indestructible that refreshes faster. He's bleed immune. And once you ramp him up a little bit, his damage starts to get up there. He's a tanky champion with ramp up damage, and he is almost never talked about. I see people pulling 6-star Luke Cages and they're upset. Granted, I'm not going to be doing backflips if I get a Luke Cage as a 6-star, but I'm not going to be mad. Luke Cage was actually my second ranked 4 or 5-star on my account, and he got me through plenty of uncollected quests back in the day. And I don't regret taking him up, and I wouldn't be as far in my account if I didn't take him up. So, at number 5, we had Silver Surfer and Luke Cage. So, at number 4, we have the first champion that makes it on both of my lists so far. And that champion is no other than SpiderMan, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. Once Ghost came out, this man got slowly pushed to the side. The same way that he pushed Star-Lord to the side when he came out, Ghost pushed him to the side. But the issue is, this man has evade, he has power drain, he has taunt, he has crazy damage. You name it, and this champion has it. But the problem is, it's not as simple as phasing, gaining power, launching a special. You got to build him up a little bit with the poise charges. You know what I mean? But once you do, he hits like a truck. He can do all or nothing. Like, that's so valuable. With Ghost, you need to bring Hood to do all or nothing. With Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, you just bring him as is, and you got it. Okay? So, yeah, he's not the new shiny toy in 2020. But I'm telling you, for those out there who pull a Stark Spider-Man and you're not happy, play around with them a little bit, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Stark Spider-Man, in my opinion, in 2020 has more value than Blade. And if you would have went back 2.5 years ago, people would have, probably thought you were crazy if you said that. Like, Stark Spider-Man, in my opinion, is the best of the Holy Trinity right now. My opinion, of course. Some of you guys might be blinded by the narrative that Stark Enhanced Spider-Man isn't good anymore. Take it from me, he will still get you through plenty of content in 2020. Now, what number are we on? 3? Number 3 for most underrated champ. We got Emma Frost. Basically immune to everything, okay, in her diamond form. In her psychic form, she can't be evaded. You know what I mean? With the Mysterio synergy, she's immune to reverse controls. She can stack up prowess and hit like a absolute animal with the L2s if you stack the prowesses up right. Her heavy is basically like another form of power control. I mean, the list goes on and on. Emma Frost is actually a Swiss Army knife. But the problem with her is, and why she doesn't get as much attention as she should, is she's really not the best at everything. But she's good at everything. She's a very well-balanced champion. And sometimes in a game of champs that are absolutely ridiculous, being perfectly balanced isn't necessarily a good thing. But I'm telling you, if she's one of your first 5 or 6 stars, no need to be upset, especially if you run suicides like me. Maybe one SP2 can get the job done, and you automatically shrug off the debuffs at the beginning. She can't be stunned in her diamond form. The list goes on and on. Emma Frost is slept on heavy in 2020. That's why I have her at number 3 on my list. Now, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and the number 2 champ, we are going to be looking at, I think I might have passed them already. We're going to be looking at Red Hawk. In my opinion, people are not giving Red Hawk enough credit. This man is an absolute beast. In my opinion, right here, even without the Domino synergy, Red Hawk is a god tier champion. Straight out, you get him awakened, and you get that awakened ability. He's poison immune. You spam those SP1s and ramp the damage up. His energy damage is crazy. He absolutely shreds Mystics. I took him, real quick, I took him into the Caustic Temper path in Act 6.1.6 with the Heimdall synergy, Heimdall and Angela synergy, and he absolutely shredded that path. This man is a beast. You can use him to get on the Caustic Temper Mr. Sinister. If you take the Angela and Heimdall synergy, you can use him to get the Mr. Sinister down. Red Hawk is a monster. And I tell you this right now, if I ever got him as a 6-star and I got the Science Catalyst, even with his low prestige, I would still take this man to rank 3. I absolutely love Red Hawk, and he's good for so much in-game content. And people pull him and literally just, it blows my mind how criminally slept on Red Hawk is. He's so slept on, I almost put him at number 1. I was this close to putting Red Hawk as the most underrated champion right now. But one champion sticks out above all that just gets slandered and just thrown to the side, and they are absolute tank. And you already know that's my boy Killmonger. Killmonger is the #1 most underrated champion in this game. And for one reason and one reason only, because he's not a crazy damage output. His damage isn't even bad. You can't even call him a noodle, especially if the opponent can bleed. If the opponent can bleed, Killmonger has good damage. Okay, good damage. You can't call it great. You can't call it bad. It's good damage. But he has the best true strike in the game. He has indestructible on his SP2. He has a counter punch on his SP1. Okay, and with the with the Winter Soldier synergy, he basically has true strike on everything. You know, you're not evading him. And his SP3, if you build up the bleeds, has one of the best bleeds in the game. And that's not even to mention the reverberation that this man has. Like, he is an absolute unit. Like, this man himself is a wrecking ball. How many more analogies can I have of this guy before you guys understand that Killmonger is a god tier champion? If you pull a 5 or 6 star Killmonger, you're in there. He has a great Sabretooth synergy. If you play Void, he has a great Void synergy. His synergies bang. He is amazing, and he is so slept on. Literally, it is a disgrace how people just toss Killmonger off to the side. I did it. I was guilty of that. If you guys go back to my 4th of July opening, it was the second video I did on this channel. So, hey, don't judge me too hard. It was the second video I did on this channel. I pulled him in back-to-back 6-star crystals, and I was mad. I was upset. Like, I was a part of the problem. And then, if you go back to my Abyss video, my Abyss completion video, I got skill, and I had the nerve to say, I don't have a champion that I can take to rank 3 because I got a skill, when I had an awakened Killmonger sitting there waiting. And then I came to my senses, took this man up, and literally don't have an ounce of regret. I'm really mad at myself that it took me that long to realize how great of a champion it is. So, bottom line is, all 6 of these champions are very useful in all content in this game, and they will help you through Act 6 and beyond. So, if you guys have one of these 6 champions sitting on your bench and not being used, take it from your boy AP Waves. Blow the dust off them champions, get them ranked up, take them through content. You won't regret it. And with that being said, we're going to end this video here. I hope y'all have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe, and holla back at your boy.